So a few years ago, I used to work in a serviced office and it had a big laser printer in it that was controlled by whoever was on reception. So if I wanted a worksheet printed out for a course I was running, if I was doing an exercise, I had to design my worksheet, walk down the stairs to reception and ask them to print it out or photocopy it or whatever I needed doing. And I had this worksheet with boxes so that the participants could write things in the boxes. But on my A4 sheet of paper, it was too small for them to write in. So I went down with it to reception and asked if they could put it on A3 for me. Bigger bit of paper. So I said, here's my worksheet. Could you put this on A3, please? Sure, no problem, Colin. How many copies do you want? 20. Great. So I come back 5 minutes later and here's 20 huge A3 bits of paper with my worksheet on it, except, of course, my worksheet was a tiny little postage stamp sized in the top left corner of this giant bit of white paper. What I should have said was, could you blow this up to A3 size so that the participants on my course have space to write inside the boxes? And that's a nice way of thinking about the concept known as user needs. The UK Government Communication Service, the GCS, you'll find them on LinkedIn, they're really big on this whole notion of user needs. And the model is, I need, in order to. So every time they're writing something or designing a new tool or putting something on their website, they go through this process of working with user needs. As a trainer and consultant, I need this worksheet on A3 paper in order to run an exercise so the participants can write inside the boxes. And if I'd said that to my friend on reception, they would have realised that simply making the bit of paper bigger wasn't going to help. What I needed was the whole thing bigger so they could write inside the boxes. So clearer instructions with a clear idea, not just of what I needed done, but why I needed it done, would have got us to a far better result that everybody would have been happy with. When you're writing for an audience, it's really helpful to go through this process of user needs. It's forcing you to think about things from the audience's perspective. Why do they need this information? What are they looking to do with it? It's not just the information itself. There's probably some bigger goal, some end result, something, a transaction that they need some help with. And if you can do the writing or design the website or the user experience or whatever it is that you're putting together, if you can do that, not just thinking about a target audience in terms of a demographic or in terms of some sort of customer avatar, but thinking about every single individual piece of work that you're doing and approaching it from this idea of user needs, it can save you a lot of time and make people a lot happier.